And John leads that, Core, coro ingrato, right? And he hits this beautiful, and we sang this harmony together. And they were like, okay, all right, got something here. And then sang a couple more songs for him, and they put us through the next round, and the next round, and then we finally saw the judges. So luckily they gave us another chance.
Welcome to the Lone Star Play Podcast. I'm your host, Patrick Scott Armstrong. Join me and a famous guest. We discuss their career, life, food, Texas, and everything in between. Let's get started. Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Lone Star Play Podcast. I'm your host, Patrick Scott Armstrong. That's right. We got a great episode today, okay? We are going to be talking to the Texas Tenors. Okay, well, one member from the Texas Tenors, Marcus Collins. So, who are the Texas Tenors? Let me explain. The Texas Tenors are a 3-time Emmy Award-winning classical crossover trio vocal group formed in 2009 by country singer J.C. Fisher, pop singer Marcus Collins, and opera singer John Hagen. So we have Marcus Collins today. So I interviewed him just actually right before Christmas. So this is right back in December. Yeah, what an unbelievable singing group they are. A singing group. It sounds like I'm, talking about a boy band or something. And they are not. This is a fantastic singing group. It's unlike anything you've ever heard. And when you hear the harmonies of this group and you hear what they can sing, that's why they've won Emmys, okay? It's unbelievable, to be honest with you. They were on America's Got Talent, almost won. I think they came in 4th. They were on a couple times. And that's sort of how they, became big from there, and then just took that and started producing these shows, and that's how they won their multiple Emmys, by producing these amazing live shows, with orchestras. And think about it. You got opera, country, pop, right? Like it all just comes together, and these beautiful arrangements. They're just an unbelievable group. So check out their music for sure. If you already have, great. And you can learn a little bit more about the Texas Tenors and Marcus and everything. So let's hear some of their story, okay? So before we get to that, let's... you know what? Actually, before we get to that, I'm going to play a little clip of the Texas Tenors so you can see, and hear what they're like. So let's listen to the clip. When we come back, we'll have a word from our sponsor, Texas Real Food, and then we'll jump into this interview, okay? All right, here, enjoy.
Join us for the Texas Tenors Rise, a brand new concert that will inspire and stir the soul. This evening of music from America's favorite tenors celebrates not only the greatest music around the globe, but songs that celebrate our nation. Don't miss the Texas Tenors Rise.
All right. Wow. Yes, exactly. You heard that, right? I'm sorry. You had to put up with that. But wow. Unbelievable singing from those guys. It's like the best singing I've heard in such a long, it's a different level, right? So it's just, we always have artists on here, and unbelievable artists on the show. They're just a different level. It's just different. I just love it so much. So yes, excellent. All right. So before we get to that, a word from our sponsor, Texas Real Food. Okay. So what is Texas Real Food? I get asked that all the time. So I thought I'd just explain that. That'll be our word from our sponsor today. We're going to explain a little bit about Texas Real Food and how you can jump in on the, the mission. So Texas Real Food is a website. It's a directory, think of it like Yelp sort of, but 1,000 times better. Sorry, my phone's going off. Live, baby. Okay, so yeah, it's a directory. Okay, you put in your zip code, and then it just brings up all the coolest places around you. but not just any place. Okay, it brings up places that serve organic food, farm to table, all natural, fresh, things like that. It's not right. It's not like some just Google or Yelp even just brings up everything around you. No. We have done a good job of, I say we like I've done it. Texas Real Food has done a good job of, getting that list to just places you want to go to or buy from. That pass that test of serving fresh, organic, all natural food or whatever, the products they make. So that's what makes it so special. That's what makes it so cool, to be honest with you, because you just can't get that anywhere. So, and you can put in a city too. So if you just want to like check out Dallas, you can put in Dallas and find it that way as well. But you can specifically put in your zip code as well. So it's a really cool site, I'm telling you. So it's really easy, and yeah, it's great. So my Roomba just started. Do you guys hear that? I cannot. Unbelievable. Alexa, ask Roomba to stop cleaning. Jeez, Manelli, I can't. No. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not even sure if I should leave that in there. So you know what? That's just real, right? That just happened. That's real. This happens to you guys, right? Alexa, just something always interrupting when you're trying to work. So you know what? We're just gonna leave that in there anyway. So Texas Real Food, check them out. They're super awesome. And so put in your zip code, find all the stuff, and look, we talk about them on every podcast. So, all right, let's get to the episode. Enough interruptions, enough Alexa, enough this, enough that. Let's get to the show with the Texas Tenors, Marcus Collins specifically from the group. Again, just an unbelievable interview, and they got some. I don't want to spoil anything, so listen to the episode. All right. So thank you so much again for, watching the show, supporting us online. Our YouTube engagement has gone through the roof. So thank you so much for that. Please subscribe to the channel and continue to like the videos and comment. And, we love it. Thank you so much. And as always, don't forget, check out our website, Lone Star Plate, thelonestarplate.com, or our social media, Lone Star Plate TX. And you can find us, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. All right. Thanks again, guys. Texas Tenors, Marcus Collins. Enjoy. Well, listen, Marcus, thank you so much for joining us, man. This is so awesome, man. I've been listening to y'all's music and watching y'all's performances, and holy shit. Like we've had a lot of musicians on the podcast before, but you guys are like on another level. It's like a whole nother different kind of singing. It's like angelic. That's how I would describe it. It's very like angelic, like old school almost. Like you don't hear this, you don't hear these sort of voices and these harmonies and this music as much anymore. I don't think. I don't know. What do you think? And by the way, this is how we do the podcast. We're just going to pivot around, jump around. We just
sure. Yeah. The music, it is a unique sound. And I think for music nowadays is definitely unique. A lot of people tell us, "Oh, I could actually understand all the words you were singing," except when they're in Italian. So sometimes we put the words up on the screen if they're in Italian, English translation. But no, we love this music, and we pick every song because we love the music. And John, in our group, he arranges all the vocals for us. So we're lucky in that respect because we don't have like a production team or a label that's making decisions on what music we sing or the arrangement or who's singing what. And so having that in the group definitely makes a huge difference. And yeah, I think we bring something different to the table nowadays. A lot of radio stations don't play groups with the word tenors in their name. So we've had a challenge there, but we've, I think people like it. It's resonated with folks and it's definitely given them something that's unique.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's super cool. Okay, so let's go over, if you want to quickly mention the other members of the group. I don't want to leave them out.
Yeah, so we've got JC is JC. He's the one with the goatee, and then John's the one with the full beard, And John, he does our vocal arrangements. JC does all of our video production and all the sort of those extra elements in the show. And then I do a lot of the, work with the schedule and liaison with the agents, and also the production side of the show and the lighting and that. So we definitely do the whole business ourselves. We're probably the definition of a small business that's the little engine that could, that keeps on going, especially during these times, still working, which is
great point.
A blessing for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, what? I love that though. I love that you guys are making it happen, on your own and all handling the different aspects. Like I got lighting. Okay. I got this, I got that. I love that. That's the perfect team. Not only on stage are you guys able to harmonize, but behind the scenes, y'all are able to harmonize. That's really cool.
Yeah. And because we handle the business ourselves, we make the decisions. And so, we might not make the best decision. We might not make the right decision, but we own it.
But it's y'all's. Totally.
We know that we made that decision. And if we look back on it and think, oh, we should have done that. Well, it's hard to have regrets because you made that decision yourself and you own that.
100%. Well, it'd be much worse the other way if you went out and did something like somebody told us to do that and we were not happy with that, right? Like instead, we had
a little bit of that experience on America's Got Talent. We originated on America's Got Talent back in 2009. That's how we got our start. Yeah. And we formed our group basically to audition for the show. And
okay.
Yeah, we were all friends and we were all musicians, singers, solo singers, but we never sung together. So we practiced for about a month before we auditioned, sent a tape, and then they brought us to Houston, and we auditioned for the judges at that time, which were Piers Morgan and Sharon Osbourne and David Hasselhoff.
Oh, the Hoff!
The Hoff, yeah.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
So, but they definitely had their ideas of what they wanted us to be and how they wanted to present us. At one point, I don't know if you know, but we ended up singing God Bless the USA, Unchained Melody, and My Way for our 3 competition rounds. And we sang God Bless the USA first, but we originally wanted to do a Coldplay song. And so I know,
wow,
kind of random for us, but we had this.
No, but that would have been super cool.
Yeah, I thought we had this cool 3-part arrangement of, the one that's, I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing. What's that called? Oh crap!
Oh, what is the name of that song?
Roman Cavalry Choir is just singing.
It's oh my God, boy, you're killing me. I got my Shazam. I'm about to Shazam you here in a second. That's what we're gonna do.
Right. So we had all this stuff playing. John was going to hit a big high note and it's really cool.
Yeah.
Sort of visceral kind of guy.
Viva la vida.
Yes.
There we go.
And so we had that all planned, and the producers were talking to us about it, by phone before.
Dude, that would have been so awesome.
Right. I know. And so we were all ready to go. And this was right before the filming of the Vegas round, which was
right before.
And so then they said, then on camera they said, oh, unfortunately, Coldplay is not going to allow America's Got Talent to do their song. And all the cameras zoomed in, We're, okay. So what else you got? So we said, well, we were going to do an arrangement of God Bless the USA. We love that song. But we thought maybe we'd save that for the finals in case we got to the finals. And they said, what if you don't get to the finals? So we thought, okay, well, so that's why we did God Bless the USA for the quarterfinals. And then for the semifinals, we sang Unchained Melody, but they actually wanted us to sing a song from High School Musical. And they wanted to have a bunch of dancers behind us, and they wanted us to wear jerseys and just this crazy thing that just wasn't us at all. So we said, we really want to sing Unchained Melody, which is completely different than a song from High School Musical, right? And they said, oh, well, we really like for you to sing this song from High School Musical. And we thought, well, can we just ask and see if we could do Unchained Melody? So then it went all the way up the chain, which is, at the end of the chain is Simon Cowell. And
okay.
He actually said, oh, the Texas Tenors, I like those guys. I want to hear them sing Unchained Melody because that's one of his favorite songs. So that's how we ended up singing that. So
damn, holy shit, that is so crazy.
And then for My Way on the finals, they were okay with us singing that because we got all the way to the finals, And so then they said, well, we really like to put this hot, sexy girl on the piano in a red dress, and we want to put this sexy girl on the piano and have you all sing to her, and just kind of be like Jessica Rabbit but alive, like alive. You want us to sing My Way to a tight red dress? So I'm like, I'm sure we would enjoy that. But would America enjoy that? And so anyway, we cut that.
Oh my god!
Yeah. So at every turn they were. And then for Unchained Melody, they actually wanted to dress us in. They wanted to put us in checkered shirts and straw hats, and they brought out this drawing, and it was like Woody from Toy Story. They wanted to put us all in these because the Texas Tenors, so we got to be in straw hats and checkered shirts.
Oh my god!
So anyway,
I'm so glad that didn't happen.
So we've kind of stuck to our guns, and if it was the wrong decision, well, again, we own that decision, and we tried to make the best decision for ourselves at that time. And
100%. I mean, I don't think it's the wrong decision. Like all those decisions sound so bad. I just like, it makes me think, well, how many artists have said yes to those things, right? And then that's what we see on TV. Probably more, the majority of the performances are probably
one of the other contestants, I think, in the finals, or maybe the semifinals, was a little cool kid. He was an awesome dancer, kind of like Billy Elliot. And they ended up putting him in this high school musical scenario with backup dancers. And then, of course, the judges said, oh, we really wanted to see you dance. We didn't want to see all these people dance. So imagine if we were doing a song from High School Musical, Texas Tenors, we're not in our 20s. We're just out there. Put us in jerseys and dancers like flipping around. Right?
Oh, man.
Guys, we really would have liked to have just heard you sing and not all this.
Yeah. Oh, man, I swear to God, if that happened to me, I would turn around the stage and look at whoever gave me that suggestion like, mother, what did you do to me?
You know what I just realized, though, as I was talking to you about that, you were actually wearing a plaid shirt, which is very nice. And I would definitely wear a plaid shirt. But
I didn't even think about that.
It was not like that. It was definitely
I know which one you mean. This is like my Amish outfit. That's what this is going on here. I try to always change it up. And
funny fact, John and I both have Amish in our way back ancestry.
Really?
Yeah, we both realized that we're related to Yoders in the Iowa area.
Shit!
And,
wow.
Yeah. So we think maybe we're related somewhere way back. And I'm also Danish, and he's Norwegian, or he's So we thought maybe our clans had gone at it maybe back in the day, and then came over and became Amish. I don't know.
Hey, maybe that's it. I used to not live amongst the Amish. That sounds like I lived in their community, but I lived
in you witnessed a crime and you went to hide out.
Yeah, like The Witness. I lived in that area. I used to live in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which is where they filmed that. And that's Amish country, that part of Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
And, we'd see them all the time on the road. They're part of they're just part of the community, right?
Oh, yeah.
They're part of the funniest thing I ever saw, we'll move on from this, but the funniest thing I ever saw real quick was I went to Walmart the first time I got there when I was living in Pennsylvania. I get there and they had stables for the horses for the Amish to go shop at Walmart.
Yeah.
I thought, wait a second. Yeah. They shop at Walmart. Okay.
Well, they need a place to park them.
Yeah, they need I just didn't think they wouldn't go to Walmart, but they would buy feed there and stuff. Like the Walmarts were different there. They sold different things than Walmart here, for instance. I'm in Austin, for instance, like just a regular Walmart. It was just a different. I loved it. I liked how the community was still built around and still leaned into it. And I bought so many groceries from them. Like they make jams and shoe fly pies, they called it, which is like a chocolate pie, tarts, and you name it. They were always just doing cool stuff, and they'd fix anything you had. Like a lawnmower, so even though they didn't use that stuff, they knew how to fix it.
Yeah, if you needed a barn built, they had it up in like 24 hours. Oh my God,
100%. They were.
It's funny you mentioned Lancaster because you said it right, because so obviously you live there. We do concerts there all the time at the American Music Theater, and yes. So we're there every year. Unfortunately, this year was canceled, but we'll be there next year.
Great city, right?
Oh yeah, and then we'll be in Shipshewana actually quite a bit as well. We're in Shipshewana, Pennsylvania, which is also. Yeah. I'm sure Shipshewana, Indiana, which is also a big Amish country up there.
Yeah, Ohio, Indiana, even parts of New York State.
Iowa.
Iowa,
Minnesota.
Yeah, it goes. It's a deep. Right, it's just, I didn't know anything about it. I grew up in Texas. Where did you grow up, Marcus? Did you grow up here in Texas as well?
Yeah, so I was born in Iowa, and then
you were born in Iowa. Yeah.
Yep, and then we moved to Florida, and then I moved to Texas. I moved to Houston area.
Nice.
And then I moved to California. I lived in New York for a while.
Oh, bam! You've been all over.
And I ended up in Waxahachie. So I'm in Waxahachie right now, Texas.
Bam! I love Waxahachie.
Yeah, me too. I love Waxahachie.
It doesn't get enough attention, but if you're a Texan, Waxahachie.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, like
you're close enough to Dallas, but you're on your way to the south, to the coast, and there's a lot of great things here, and they actually did a whole tourist like a big tourism push this year, and they have the big hearts, the heart sculptures in town.
Oh yeah.
So they've been doing a big themed tourism campaign around that. So
love that.
I love Waxahachie. I've been here for a few years now.
That's awesome. What's going on with touring right now? I saw, first of all, real quick, I made a note. I meant to say happy belated birthday. I know you had a birthday very recently, so happy belated birthday. My birthday's also in November. You're just a week ahead of mine. Mine's November 9th, so you're like literally a week ahead.
We have a lot of November birthdays too in our group. JC's birthday is November 7th. Our drummer's birthday is like the 21st, I think. His JC's wife's birthday is the 13th of November. So we have a lot of.
Look at that, man! This is the month, baby.
Scorpios,
I love it.
Get along.
Scorpios.
We all get along.
That's right. I love that. That's awesome. But I saw on your Instagram that you were giving a thank you for a birthday celebration, and that someone was like giving you a birthday cake and all this stuff, and you had a show. Is that from this year? So you guys are out playing some shows and doing some stuff, right?
Yep. We went back on tour in September for socially distanced shows.
Of course.
And the places that have bigger halls. So, we might play to a 2,000 seat hall or a 3,000 seat hall, but there's only 500 people in it right now.
Got it.
So it's a limited amount of people, and they're able to social distance them and space them out. They bring them in waves. So they have, group A, group B. It's very complicated. In fact, we did Irving. We played the Irving Symphony at the Irving Performing Arts Center. And it was the most complicated puzzle of people coming in and out, getting people in line, and you stay in your seat and you get up and you do that. But everybody followed the direction, and everybody was safe. And, we had a reduced number of symphony players on stage so they could social distance. Usually we have 65 players in a symphony show, and I believe we had 25 or 30. So they were able to space out, put plexiglass between them, and they wore masks. So
wow. You know who they need? They need airline people to do the seating. When you're trying to board the plane, like Group A through B, Group A plus. Yeah, they get that shit down right.
Yeah, Southwest needs to come in and do their rows. Have them come in and do the little.
Yeah.
Now serving 1400 through 1620. Group double X, group 4C, group 7 Charlie Echo. This way to the balcony, please.
And you're just sitting in the lobby going, God damn, when are they going to call my number here? Right? Like,
and is that upstairs? Is 2C
upstairs?
2C14 group A? Is that is that the mezzanine or the first row balcony?
Oh my God.
Where was that again? No, but they actually, the theaters have been doing a really great job.
Oh, I bet, of course.
We've been touring off and on. You know, we did have over 40, almost 50 concerts canceled this year. We had a really busy year on the schedule because we just did America's Got Talent, The Champions, which is our All-Stars show. We just did that last year. So we just had this influx of folks requesting us to come. And we thought, oh, wow, 2020 is going to be our best year ever for touring. We had so many concerts on the schedule, probably 140, 150 concerts.
Wow, that's amazing.
And then suddenly we had, on March 6th or 8th, we performed our last show, which was in Toronto, in Canada. And we performed that show, and then all of a sudden,
boom.
So, yeah. So we've been working on recording. You know, I've been recording here, and the guys have been recording in Kansas City. They live in Kansas City. So we've been recording a Texas Tenors album. We've been putting that together, and that's hopefully going to be released early part of 2021. And we worked on solo albums, and you know, just tried to work on as much as we could, and try to keep working on the live show and keep busy, engaging the fans online, because that's been very important to put out videos and I mean, you know, obviously, you know, you're on out there all the time on social media, so you know how important that is to keep folks up to date. Because, you know, a lot of people had tickets and things were canceled and they got postponed till October, and then they got postponed again. And it's just, it was really killing us too, because we just felt so bad for people that had tickets and then we can't do meet and greets. We usually do a meet and greet after the show in the lobby. We sign things, and not being able to see folks and not be able to hug. I'm a hugger, you know, so I keep getting these Facebook messages from some of the fans, you know, really look out for the huggers. You know, they put those little picture things together with the bears and the little hearts and the little sparkly things, you know, like, you know, just know we're not okay. I am okay, but I do miss hugging. I
get it. I'm like you. I forget it all the time. Even my wife will slap my hand in the grocery store. Like, she's like, don't touch me. I'm like, I sorry.
You're the only one I can touch.
Yeah. I was she's like, not in here. You know, not in here. You just touch that, and then you touch me. That's what she says all the time. You touch that, and then you touch me. Why are you touching me? Okay, I'm sorry. I can't. I get it, man. Yeah, that's tough, especially the meet and greet. You know, the fans are such an important part of y'all's experience, and I got to imagine that that's such a, you know, part y'all look forward to as well. I know the fans are looking forward to it, but I imagine y'all are like, yeah, we can't wait to get out there and, you know, put a face to the crowd, right? To who's out there, and it makes it personal. Yeah, that's got to be.
And we're back on, you know, we're on tour this month in December. Is this airing soon, or is this? Yeah,
this will air before Christmas.
Oh, okay. So we'll have had 7 shows in Grapevine, Texas, for example, at the Palace Theater, and that's the week of the 15th through the 18th. We do like 4 days there. We do 7 shows. So we're doing those shows, but a huge part of that was being able to go out to the lobby in front of the Christmas tree, and basically, you know, Grapevine is Christmas Town, USA.
Totally.
And I
grew up in Grapevine.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I went to high school, Grapevine High School in Colleyville Heritage.
It's amazing there. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's changed a lot.
Well,
in
and
a
that's
good way.
Tradition for us. We're there every year. But part of that is being able to go out and take pictures with everybody in front of the tree. And you know, we're in Branson, Missouri as well, and taking pictures with folks there is, you know,
it's tough.
Branson's going to be mad at me now for saying that Grapevine's Christmas Town, USA, because I think Branson's officially Christmas Tree, USA.
There you go. See, different. They got bigger trees there. We'll let them have that. Yeah. We'll let them have that. Okay. That's okay. Look, I got family in Missouri too. They'll be fine. I promise you. They will be fine. They're tough people out there. I do know that. They're tough people. My dad's from St. Louis. They're the tough people. They'll be fine.
Okay.
But look, Grapevine's better, guys. Sorry. Just that's the way to I love it. God, that's, you know, it is so amazing. You know, good news is, one, it's not y'all's fault that this is happening, and your fans understand that. Okay, that's number one, right? That's good. 2, these are just silver linings. I'm trying to be optimistic.
I think so.
You know,
and I, you know, it's hard to explain the difference between a venue canceling a show or us canceling a show. Like sometimes people think, oh, you canceled your show. Well,
Sure.
it's for everyone's safety, and usually the venue does make that decision, and we support them, and we try to get it rescheduled as soon as we possibly can. And that's another silver lining, is that most of these concerts aren't just canceled, they're postponed, and they are going to happen.
That's a great point. Yeah, that's a great point. Absolutely.
I mean, the vaccine's coming now, and
exactly.
And I think things are going to keep moving. 2021 is going to be a great year.
I agree.
We just need to hang in there, and everybody needs to support each other the best that they can. If it's not physical connection, it's this kind of connection. It's go out, go drive by someone's house and say hello. Shout from your window.
Totally, 100%.
Don't throw things at the windows. Yeah, sometimes they might break. It doesn't really work like it used to in those old movies where they throw rocks at the window, because a lot of the windows break now.
Yeah, you're right. That's where the guys try to get the girl's attention, right? Yeah, that I would imagine.
And don't windows have that gas in between the layers now? So then if you hit the window and all the gas comes out.
Good point. Could be more toxic, and then add more toxin to the air. I just don't know. That's probably not a good idea to do that. Yeah. Just the wave, the drive-by
wave, a honk, maybe not at night. Don't honk at night.
Not too late.
Not too late, especially down here, Waxahachie. It's pretty quiet area here. A lot of cows, so
of course
get a little upset.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, absolutely, man. We need to be spreading this message of positivity and sticking around, because there is a light.
Yeah.
I see it.
You're right.
It's coming. It's just right there. Everything's getting pushed back, and it has been getting pushed back. So we're sort of used to the pushback and a little bit tired of it, but we're, okay, we're there. I see it anyway. It's coming. I'm with you. These shows are going to, come back around. And then when it does happen, woo, right? It's just going to be like the first real meet and greet that you get to have, where you get to like hug people. I bet you're just going to be bear hugging and lifting people off the ground.
Crazy.
Right? Just like, just going to
be like, oh, Marcus, that's a little bit inappropriate.
A little too much. Yeah.
This is 2021. I mean,
Marcus, put her back in her wheelchair. Okay, I'm sorry.
The shaking is a bit.
Yeah, the shaking.
Much, might be a little too much for some folks. But
I love it.
The intense squeezing might be a little too.
I think it's going to be from both ends. I think fans are going to be excited. Really, I think there's going to be a lot of that. We go into the audience as well, and that we were really missing that. That part. In the middle of the show, you mean?
Yeah,
during the song. Oh,
that for me is a huge part of the show, and I spend probably. Gosh, it should be 5 minutes, but sometimes it might be 10 minutes. I don't know. The guys are in the back watching the game or something. So I go out in the audience, and they're like, "Hey, we're in double overtime, so just keep, But that part of the show I miss so much. Just being able to go out there and sing to people and tell some jokes and just just enjoy each other and not have that fourth wall in our show. That's what we're known for. And then now to be able to be stuck on stage and have that separation, it's challenging. And I can't get this close. I try to get close, but I can't get too close.
Yeah, absolutely. It really is. But the good news is y'all are able to play some shows, man, because I'm talking to some musicians that can't even do any shows or anything.
Oh, I know. We're very, very, very fortunate, very blessed, very lucky. And we know that. And we're just, we applaud the venues that have allowed us to come and really want us. In fact, a couple more have asked us to come. So we've added a couple concerts to the schedule.
Hey, there we go.
In December. Nice. But I also applaud the venues and the places that have made the decision to close. Broadway is closed until the middle of next year. And you know what? If that's what has to happen to keep people safe and to not encourage folks to not social distance and to, if that's what has to happen, then that's what needs to happen. Everybody needs to make the decision that's best for them. And this is America, and that's what it's all about. So, if that's the decision you make for your folks and your patrons, and that's the decision you make, and you own that. And we're proud of you for making those decisions, and we're proud of you for being open. And that's that's why this is a free country, an amazing country. And
I agree.
We appreciate everyone so much.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. Absolutely. And look, y'all going out and able to play some of these shows helps the venue. They're going to make some money, right? Helps their employees. It's a trickle effect there. So yeah, I think it's important. And like you said, the places that aren't, look, some places are bigger than others. Some places are smaller. Some are, more financially backed or whatever the reason may be. So yeah, I agree.
And we play a lot of those small venues too. Like we'll play, Watch Here, Iowa, 300 seats, or somewhere like Crockett, Texas. We're playing Crockett, Texas in December, and they're able to social distance because they're a medium-sized venue, the Piney Woods. But some places are just too small, and they had to cancel their shows, but actually postpone their shows, and we moved them. And we're not giving them a hassle. We're helping them. We're supporting them. We're getting the word out. We're trying to be encouraging to their patrons as well. Get shout out videos. So we want to do everything we can to support the smaller venues as well that just can't open. And places like the Palace Theater, they're only 400 seats, but we're doing 7 concerts for them. And with Irving, we were doing 1 concert, the symphony, and we ended up doing 3 concerts for them for the same price, and actually a little less, because we just wanted to make sure, one, that they were able to have their concerts, and we did a live stream for them as well at no additional cost, because it's not about making money right now. It's about, at least getting a little bit of entertainment to people so they can just forget about their troubles just for a couple hours. And for us, just be in front of folks and to work and to be able to do this thing that we love and get through it. This is how we're able to get through it. And we just applaud
survive, right?
all of them and survive.
Yeah, we just got to survive. We got to help each other survive till we can get to the point where we can all go, okay, you good? Okay, good. Let's do this. Right. But until then, I got you. Right. Come over here. Come over here. Grab my hand.
This is how that happens. This is the way it works for you. And this is the way it works for you. And it's different, but that's okay. And we'll all get through it together.
I love hearing that you guys are working with the venues like that, man. Look, I'm a big supporter I come from the restaurant industry, so I'm all about supporting restaurants right now. I mean, all businesses, but specifically that's a
what did you work? Well, obviously this is called Lone Star Plate. So you're a chef.
Yeah, I was a chef. I was a chef. I wasn't always a chef. I mean, I started in the industry, I've had every job, dishwashed, I've waited tables, right, all the way up to, but yeah, I had a food truck here in Austin called Boca for about 5 years, catering, cool. Built it up, catering business, few locations, that sort of thing.
Was it, what type of food was it? Like
Spanish
food, yeah.
Boca, Spanish.
Obviously means mouth, right?
Means mouth, yeah, that's right. I did it Mexican too. My mom's from Mexico, so I sort of blended it together, right, a little bit. And then Texas, I sort of mixed a little Texas in there too. So
hablar español es muy importante en Texas.
Hablo español. Mira, tu español está perfecto, tío. Muy bien.
No, es mal. But
no está mal.
I try.
It's not bad at all, man. It's not. Your accent's pretty good.
Well, it's important to speak Spanish because we sing a lot in a lot of different languages, Italian and German,
that is crazy. You guys do that.
But singing in Spanish, we want to do a whole Spanish language album because
really,
we're it's in the works. It's
I
basically
love that.
It's we're working on the current one, then we're working on a gospel record, then a new Christmas record probably, and then the Spanish album record is sort of in there with the Christmas song.
God, y'all will crush it with that.
Are
you kidding me?
And Spanish is such a beautiful language. And I don't think it gets
amazing.
It doesn't get the credit that deserves, the attention that deserves, because people, Italian, it's so romantic, or French.
Yeah.
But I think Spanish has this beautiful vowels and beautiful sounds and lines that lend itself to beautiful music. So we're excited to translate some of our songs into Spanish.
Well, I love it. Keep talking. I love hearing this about Spanish. This is like, you know what? It's like water.
Muy bonita. Español.
It's like water. That's what I tell people. The language flows like water. And I like that I can envelop any topic I want to in that water in Spanish that I can't do in English.
Yeah, it's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
That's awesome. Wow, that is so amazing. So when you guys started singing, did you know any German or Italian? So you just learned the lyrics to the song sort of thing? Or okay.
Now in German and Italian and in French, that's what I do.
Got it.
But what John and JC do, I think that they actually learn language and then learn the music because John is classically trained, and he does, as I said, he does our vocal arrangements. So he speaks it. Actually, JC speaks quite fluent Italian, and I probably speak the most Spanish. And then, but yeah, I usually learn the language. Other than Spanish, I learn the languages for the music.
Yeah,
and then I try to do as best as I can with the vowels, and then with John and JC's help, I'm more of a pop singer, and JC is John and JC are both classically trained in college. I classically trained as well, but they much more extensively than I. And yeah, so I'm definitely more pop, country, JC country, opera. John's very opera. In fact, he just released an album called My Passion, favorite operatic arias, his solo album. And it's beautiful. It has all these beautiful Italian arias. Yeah, so good. And they're all on our website, thetexastenors.com. And our store is actually thetexastenors.net. And then I have a solo album as well called Brand New Life, which is centered around an original country song that's getting some radio play. Not tons. It'd be nice if it had a little more, but I'm very happy with what it's doing. And then JC also has a couple solo albums that he recorded a few years ago. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Is there a language in particular that's harder to sing in?
I think for me, it's French.
French.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And that for me, that kind of goes back to college and the days of trying to learn these art songs and things were magical chorus, small group choruses, like Puska tu pasa, and oh gosh, and then German probably is second, and then Italian, and now Russian. I did learn a couple songs in Russian. John sings in Russian very well. Wow. But I think Spanish is the easiest for me.
Yeah.
For sure. And then you know what? And Portuguese is actually very challenging because it's similar to Spanish, but it's too different.
It's different.
Very. So yeah. So that's yeah.
Wow. Yeah, God, that's so crazy. I can't imagine, having to, do that sort of stuff.
Well, and what's cool too is that if we sing like something in Italian in the show, we usually put an English interpretation on the screen. We incorporate it with video images and
no,
lyrics.
That's cool. I wouldn't even care. I would just be like, wow, that's beautiful. I don't even need to. I mean, I do listen to some opera and stuff, and my father always loved opera for some reason. For some reason, he just loved it. He loved classical music too, so he would listen to opera. I never knew what they were saying, but it didn't matter. I could tell.
You could hear the passion. You could hear the
emotion. You could sort of, this sounds dramatic. This is tension, right? This is sweet, or whatever the emotion was. That was what I was getting, which is great. It's fun, man. That's so amazing. That's so. Yeah. So what when you guys were like first, you said y'all met a month before, right? Before y'all first auditioned.
We've known each other
but you got together to sing
20 plus years. Yeah. So we never sang together as a group. So
how was the very first time y'all sang together? What was that like? Was it like in the kitchen, just okay, ready, 1, 2, 3? What was the song like? And did y'all know in that moment? Yeah, this is gonna crush it.
We rehearsed over the phone because I was living in Los Angeles.
Oh, really? Oh, I love that. That's
cool. So John and JC were together in Kansas City, and John was playing my parts out on the piano. I was on speaker. John was playing my parts out on the piano, and JC was singing his part. So I would sing back to them on the phone. And so we rehearsed like that for quite a while. And then we got together to sing on a pageant in Kansas. JC's wife is a former Miss Kansas, and their Veneta, their company Veneta, they own quite a few of the pageants. Like they run a lot of the pageants around the country. So they hired us we didn't get paid, but they had us come and sing for one of the pageants so we could film it and send it to America's Got Talent. And we sang a few songs there, but we rehearsed at the hotel in the, I think it was a Holiday Inn, in the little conference room next to the pool, where the sliding doors and there's a little table. Totally. So we were in a conference room and we hit the first chord of this a cappella Seven Bridges Road, which is on our Country Roots classical sound album. And I remember we hit that first chord. There are stars in the southern sky, Wow. And we hit this harmony, and we were like, whoa, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Like there's a yeah, this hits you. Wow, this is good. Okay. So then we practiced our arrangement of Nessun Dorma, then we practiced our arrangement of Oh Holy Night, because it was Christmas of 2008 when we did that. And then we did an arrangement of La Donna Mobile, Italian art song, Neapolitan art song. And then I always want to, if I rub my eye, I always want to take my shirt and do it now, because you're not supposed to touch your eyes anymore. But I'm in my house, but I still don't want to do it.
I can't even stop myself.
I'm
glad you think. I'm glad you're sorry. Yeah.
Never mind me. I'm just fiddling, So anyway, so we hit these chords and we were like, wow, this really sounds good. Does this sound good? Like, is this good? And then we sent the tape, and then America's Got Talent called us to come down to Houston and audition. And we sang for the judges, and actually we sang for the producers first, and it was terrible. It was really terrible. Oh,
really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It was at George R. Brown. I don't know if you're familiar, but it's this huge convention center. And there was a rave going on downstairs. They had this big rave, and it was just this bass was like, boom, 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 right underneath us. And so John hits the chord on the pitch pipe. And then we started at, because we're listening to the bass down there. So we start singing Country Roads Take Me Home, John Denver. And it was like, country roads take me home to place. And the producer was like, hey, so do you guys mind going out in the hall and finding those guys that sent the tape in? Because this is terrible, because this is really bad. Are they going to show up today? I mean,
yeah.
So anyway, so we sang again. We actually sang a little Cuore Ingrato, which is another art song. And John leads that, Cuore Ingrato, right? And he hits this beautiful aria, and we sang this harmony together. And they were like, okay, all right, got something here. And then sang a couple more songs for them, and they put us through the next round, and the next round, and then we finally saw the judges. So luckily they gave us another chance, because that John Denver, our first attempt, was terrible. It was really bad.
Man, that's a crazy. I
don't know how we got on that. Sorry.
No, I asked about that. No, I basically asked about that.
Oh, right, yeah.
I love hearing that. These are the stories that people like, man. When you hear the podcast, like this is the kind of feedback I get back from just different podcasts we've done over the winter. They like hearing these little stories. Like for instance, first time you're meeting the judges, you probably grew up watching Knight Rider, right? Yeah. So there you are staring at David Hasselhoff. I mean, Sharon Osbourne, she's a legend.
Yeah.
Piers Morgan, I mean, he's well known at that point in time. Wasn't he coming off The Apprentice?
I think so. Yeah. It was 2009. Yeah. So, and we had no idea what to expect. We walked out, and, Sharon, I think Sharon has something for blonde guys, because we kind of had a little bit of a connection. And,
love that.
But I had to sign an NDA, so I can't really talk about that too much. But no, I'm just kidding. But no, she was awesome, and so right away she kind of branded us as these kind of cowboys, if you know what I mean. And we came out. We basically put together these outfits. We had jeans and boots in the closet, but we had just old buckles, and we bought these $3 tux shirts from Goodwill. And then John had an old tailcoat, and then JC busted out one of his tailcoats. We got the other tailcoat, I think, for like $7 at a thrift store.
Oh, really? God.
So we came in wearing these sort of hand-me-down sort of thrift store jackets, because we just didn't have anything to wear, and we wanted to look sort of uniform. And we thought, oh, well, we're cowboys that sing classical, so we should wear some kind of like jeans and boots, but then wear sort of a tux coat, but we didn't, have that. So we thought, well, let's just do this. And they were very complimentary. And then we sang Mountain Music, which sort of, I always remember the first moment kind of felt like confetti. and like the sound that was coming back was a 4,000 seat Bass Hall in Houston, and just 4,000 people just screaming, and it was like just one of the most incredible memories and feelings that I've ever had. And we finished, and to have David Hasselhoff say, "You guys are great," you know, and wow, you should be going to Vegas. And then Sharon, "You're so hot. You're hot, guys. Oh my goodness, Big John, big voice," you know. And Piers, and then Piers, of course, was like, "Well, it was a bit cheesy, Well, we'll take it."
Yeah, I'll take it.
Coming from you, you know.
Yeah, totally.
So, but yeah, we couldn't believe it, and then David Hasselhoff has become a friend over the years. He came and sang with us in Palm Desert, California.
Wow.
Yeah, he honorary fourth tenor. You can find that on his YouTube. I think is him singing somewhere from West Side Story with us. He surprised the audience, and he comes out from the back, and he's wearing his big long coat that looked just like our jackets. Like he had this coat made that looked just like our long coats. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, and he comes out and he's like, "Somewhere
oh my
we'll find a new way of living." We're like, "Wow, yeah."
That's so awesome. Oh
yeah,
my God.
It was pretty amazing. So people can find that on YouTube, I think.
That is correct. Absolutely. I don't know how I didn't see that. Definitely.
Well, there was an issue for a while with the video. I think that, sometimes folks
YouTube.
but I think it's up. I think it's there.
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome. Wow. That is just so amazing that
it was cool
that way. He's a great singer, right? People don't give him enough credit.
He is. I actually saw him on Broadway in Jekyll and Hyde. I thought he was.
Yes.
I thought he was great.
Remember when he did that? Yeah.
My favorite,
massive, right? Too, in Germany.
Oh, yeah, huge. And my favorite part when he came out for the bow, Jekyll and Hyde has this huge bow, and his big song is "This Is the Moment," right? So you got this bow, so everybody comes out, right? Everybody's bowing, and then it goes drumroll, bum 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 bum, and he walks out. Bum, 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 bum. He's like, yeah, bum, 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 bum. And he does a big karate kick. Ka! And it's just the best bow, like the best Broadway bow ever was David Hasselhoff in Jekyll and Hyde. Like if there's a YouTube of that, find that, because that is, I stood up and I was going crazy. I was like, yes, that's before America's Got Talent. This is way before.
Yeah. Man. Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's awesome.
That is just so. Oh, that's so cool, man. That's absolutely great. I know we'll wrap up here soon, Marcus. This will be sort of my last question. What is any plans for any collaborations with any particular artists or something? You guys have something so unique. I could see y'all just doing. I mean, y'all have a bunch of albums and cool stuff lined up, but I don't know, just. A weird collaboration with somebody, not weird, but you know what I mean.
Something well, we're always open to collaborations. There was a Kristen Chenoweth duet that we sort of had planned for a PBS special way back, and Catherine McPhee as well way back. But we actually recorded a song with Ketchy from America's Got Talent from Houston. Ketchy, she got the Golden Buzzer on Champions, and she went really far in her season at America's Got Talent. And amazing singer, has an incredible story of survival. And we recorded an original song with Ketchy that's going to be on our next record and on her first record, actually. So
there you go. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's an original song. It's fantastic, and she's great. And we had an awesome connection, especially on Champions. We finally got to meet her. Yeah. And so that's a collaboration that's in the can. It's done. So that's come out next year. So
that's awesome.
But, we're open to collaborations for sure. There's kind of a funny story. If we have a second, we did our second PBS special, Rise,
Which, by the
we
way,
had
congrats. So everybody knows. Look, I'm going to do it for you. You guys won, 3 Emmys. You got, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You won three Emmys, which is amazing, man. PBS special,
Thanks.
right? Like, so I'm going to pat you on the back for our listeners. You're a rock star, dude. So
Thank
yeah.
you.
Anyway, continue.
I think what makes us the most proud about that is because we did it ourselves. We
Exactly.
produced it ourselves. It's based on the lighting was nominated. It was based on the lighting that we designed, and the arrangements. So we won for the music arrangements, and then the special itself. And we actually tied with Jimmy Fallon for a variety special, entertainment special, which is pretty cool.
Wow. That's very
actually, they announced him first that he won, and we were like, oh, well, if you're gonna lose to somebody, lose to Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon.
And then all of a sudden they said, and the Texas Tenors, You Should Dream. What, are you serious? And they started playing God Bless the USA through the ballroom. We were like, oh, is this happening? Wow.
Oh my God.
So, and it was who's the guy from? He was on Beverly Hills 90210. Then he did the Shark movies. Ian Ziering.
Ian Ziering. Yeah, that's it.
He was the one who announced our category. So I was like, oh man, is it Zach?
What was his name? I don't
Beverly
remember. I don't know.
It wasn't Zach.
Emmy. Wasn't Zach?
No, it wasn't Zach. Anyway,
yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, that's cool. That is
so.
Cool.
What were we talking about? Something about the.
I interrupted you on the Emmys. The special you were collaborating. Oh no, I don't know. Oh man, I'm sorry. It's my fault.
It's okay.
I totally interrupted you. Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Emmys. Yeah, I was saying something about nominated
about special. Oh, Rise. Something about doing Rise. Oh, yeah. So about collaborations. So yes. Rise, we put together this amazing team of folks from Los Angeles. We got this we shot in 4K at the Galveston, at the 1894 Opera House in Galveston. Oh, and wow. We brought the truck, 4K truck from Los Angeles. They just used it for a Garth Brooks special. It was the first time it had been used, so it was pretty exciting. Wow. And our stage manager is next door neighbors with Barbra Streisand. And they went over to Barbara. Wow. This is a true story. So she went over to Barbra Streisand's house for dinner. They're having a dinner party. And Barbra Streisand asked her what her current project or next project was. She goes, well, I'm filming a PBS special for the Texas Tenors. And Barbra Streisand goes, the Texas Tenor. The Texas what? She was like, the Texas Tenors. And she goes, the Texas what? The Texas Tenors. Huh. Gotta look them up. The Texas Tenors. The Texas what? She's like, whoa. So not that she wants to do a collaboration with us, but we came out of her mouth. So
are you kidding me? That's amazing. And she probably looked up a YouTube video or something, right? Like,
and then our sound engineer, he has a really close relationship with a guy that does her sound. She has a studio in her house. So we borrowed her microphone to record Rise. So I recorded in Los Angeles on Barbra Streisand's mic. And then I thought, now she knows who we are. And then maybe she'll want to collaborate with us. And then I heard the story about the stage manager going to the dinner. And then she was like, the Texas, what? So, well, that's not going to happen.
I feel like I could see her doing that too, right? Like just like glass of champagne in her hand, just like what?
Texas, what?
Dude, I'm literally crying. Yeah.
Shout out to the Snow Sisters, by the way. That's their cup there. The Snow Sisters from, we love the Snow Sisters. They're from Texas Flip and Move, a show on HGTV. Okay. And they're Donna Snow, Tony Snow. We love the Snow Sisters. They're Texas originals. They're from Fort Worth area. We love them. So shout out.
Nice. Awesome. They do music.
Oh, actually, she does. Yeah, she plays and she sings. They have a little band, but they're flippers. They do the show called Texas Flip and Move.
Oh,
They
I haven't
flip
ever.
houses.
I'm sorry. I
Oh, you know
haven't
what?
heard that. I don't
It's
have
all
TV,
right.
dude. I don't watch TV. I have a
Does
Netflix.
anybody have a television anymore?
I
Like,
just
they
I just watch
watch-
Netflix and like
You're too busy to watch TV.
Amazon.
Anyways.
Yeah, I'm watching your videos on YouTube. Yeah, that's what I'm watching. That's what I'm doing. But I do like those flipping house shows. Okay, so
Oh
flipping
yeah,
house
it's fun.
show
It has a
out of
Texas. It's a Texas twist on and then they move the house. They're like mover. They go to an
Oh
auction.
shit!
They go buy the house for like $1,000. They move it to their lot.
Oh wow!
Then they renovate it for a few thousand. They sell it for like whatever. So
Wow, that's a
fun
great
show.
business model. Yeah,
Fun show, yeah.
That's actually do like shows like that where the remodel stuff. I'm all into that.
Yeah, they're awesome
honest
gals.
Okay, right on. Shout out to them. Anybody? You know what? Before we go, let everybody know. Anything about? I know you mentioned the websites earlier, but if you want to mention them again, any other social media handles, that sort of stuff. How people can, get in touch with you or get your music, that sort of stuff.
Well, you can search the Texas Tenors, and all of our social media comes up. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We are on Snapchat. We don't do much on there, but we're also on TikTok. And,
that's the new one, right? That's where the kids are at.
Yeah, we don't. Again, we're there.
Yeah.
Our music is there. So if you want to do a TikTok to some of our music, you can search the Texas Tenors.
Oh,
music.
that's cool.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And my music is on there too. Marcus W. Collins, I think, or Marcus Collins USA. But yeah, so the Texas Tenors, TexasTenors.com. Follow us on Facebook. Our tour is on our website as well, also on our Facebook. And we're touring all throughout 2021. We're going to have a huge year, new album, maybe even a second, maybe even 2 albums in 2021. We'll see. Maybe Spanish language album 2022. So, got a lot going on, and we're just so blessed and so happy to be working and performing during this whole thing. And thanks for having me on your show. This has been so much fun. This has really been a lot of fun. I appreciate it.
No, man, you had me rolling. Honestly, you really did.
Texas, what?
Yeah.
Dude, I will never forget that when she told us that story. The stage manager, of course, she's like, Texas and tenors. That makes absolutely no sense. That's like it's a juxtaposition but as you know, living in Austin is a rich area for music. Houston as well, Dallas, all of the areas, Lubbock. We tour all over Texas, Tyler, all over Texas, Crockett, you name it, and the appreciation for what we do, we feel it, and we are so grateful. And people embrace the opera, they embrace the classical, but they also embrace our spin on country music and pop music and Broadway. And I cannot even begin to tell you how much we appreciate the support of Texas and the support of our fans, and it just means so much to us, and we appreciate it very much.
That's awesome, man. Wow, what a great way to close us out there. That's like perfect, man. I 100% agree with everything. Wait till you hear, I do a little intro for the show too. Don't worry. I'm gonna be blowing that up for you guys, because I agree. What y'all do is very important and very different, and appreciating that it's a much different experience would be going to see y'all than just going to see nothing against some random band playing some great songs or whatever, but it's just right. This is like, there's
something for everyone,
Yeah,
and
great point.
We have a children's book out called Moons on Fire, which is a follow-up to a book called Ruckus on the Ranch, and they're turning Ruckus on the Ranch into a cartoon. We found out.
Oh wow!
So we have music for kids. We have music for whether you're 9 or 99. There's something in our show for you. It's patriotic. It's awesome. It's down to earth. It's accessible. If we sing country music and with the classical spin, we sing classical music with a pop and contemporary spin. It's just, we love making this music. We love the music we sing, and as long as people still like it, we'll keep making it.
And they do, man. No, you guys are crushing it. I wish you guys the best with everything you guys have coming up, all your shows coming up.
Thank you as well. Thanks. And thanks for all you're doing for folks, keeping people entertained and keeping, groups like us out there. And we really appreciate that.
No, that's what I'm all about, especially Texas, pushing anything Texas for us for sure. Well, again, Marcus, this has been absolutely just an amazing conversation. Again, my best to you guys and your family, to everybody's family as well during during this time. Appreciate that.
And tell your wife it's okay to touch you in the grocery store. Just carry around some hand sanitizer and just spray. Do the spray one. Just spray yourself down and just touch me, please. You're my wife. It's the grocery store. I don't want to just touch the donut rack. I want to touch, it's like.
So that's what I try to say. Listen,
support me, honey. I'm shopping.
My wife's Latin. Okay. My wife's Spanish. You don't know Spanish women. Okay. The different, when they say, don't touch me, that means I can't come back with nothing.
Sí. Es muy importante eso.
¿Me entiendes, no? Yeah. It's sí. But maybe I'll do the spray down. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
I understand.
All right. Well, Marcus, again, my best to you guys. Stay safe out there, and good luck with everything. And I'm sure in the universe will bring us together again at some point. So
absolutely,
really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
All right, brother. God bless.
Take care.
The Lone Star Plate podcast is produced by Texas Real Food. Go to texasrealfood.com and you can search your city for stores, butchers, restaurants, farmers markets, and more who are using fresh, artisanal, organic sources. It's a fun site that brings all natural options all together. I hope you enjoyed this episode. For more information, go to thelonestarplate.com. I'm your host, Patrick Scott Armstrong. Until next time.